That's how bad it is. What number are you at?
14.
Oh, I'm not too bad.
Oh, wait, we're at 8.
Yeah, I'm only 2 seconds behind.
Now hit the intro. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
The secret is
Paprika.
in crushed red pepper.
I do love this beat, though.
It is nice.
All right. And I kill it because anytime I talk over it, I go robotic. What is going on, everybody? It is Wednesday night. It's the Humpty Dump, and it may be the last night you see me with a crappy computer setup. Thank Jesus. Amen. How is everybody doing tonight?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord. This is how bad it is. I'm watching these guys move about 30 seconds after they move. Like right now, you just did this. Okay. Let me introduce the great panel that's leaving me midway through show to steal my chat, and I'm okay with that. The great Etep Akuya. I don't know if I ever say that right. The Fandom Menace People's Champ. The one who just beautifully walks into my life and then rips my heart out and takes you all with me.
Oh, hell, I love you, man. I'm Etep Queen, the Fandom Menace People's Champion of Etep Queen. Is the place to be reviews. Yes, it's true. But let the record show that I did invite this man on. At least I said if I'm going to steal your whole chat, you might as well just come on the show with us. So, yeah.
Not my whole chat. You're stealing my chat and my whole panel.
Yeah. Dude, damn it. Damn it.
You're like a tech giant.
Except with none of the money, none of the skill, none of the success. But I'm just like when it's outside of that.
But we don't kneel.
We don't. I don't.
No.
Basically because my knees are bad from wrestling. But
I got you on that, brother. I got you on that. How are you doing this fine evening, my friend?
Excellent, man. Excellent. Thanks for having me as always, brother. I appreciate it.
Of course. Anytime. And then we have the great discount Mike Z. Wait a minute. Who?
Hello, everybody, and thank you for showing up tonight. And while I can't do the voice quite as good as Etep, I just want to say thank you for your beautiful time and your beautiful efforts in building my channel about the future content of Star Wars. That's right, Mike Zero coming to you from the future. Everybody, yeah, welcome, everyone. Thank you.
So
thank
amazing.
You.
Yeah. Mike, any news? Any news we should worry about?
Oh shoot, I dropped it.
I know you dropped it too quick. Oh, damn it.
I know that's totally Etep's bit. I'm going to send him that little avatar thing because it's tremendous. I have so much fun.
Beautiful, man.
Dude, I have to tell you this week has been terribly busy. I'm very happy, but like several of my mentors that I pay attention to on the channels now, I need to cut back a little. I gotta give myself some room. There's some projects that need to happen, and there's some shows I make appearances on that I'm gonna have to reduce, and that just makes me feel bad. But I will always be available for Scott for the dump. I will try to be available for everybody else, but got to cut back a bit because man, we're busy.
You gotta focus. Yeah.
Speaking of busy. Where's Fearless the toilet bowl guy?
The enema dude?
Yeah, that guy.
We talked. He said I'll try to be there. I'll try to be in the chat. And I was like, no, I need you on the panel. But I was born in the chat. I was like, no, but I need you on the panel. Like, come on, dude. Come on. So he's gonna try to make it here, but Wednesdays are tough. Family first. We always say that unless it happens to me, then I get pissed off. But anyways, no, he might stop in. That's all right. You never know. The link's out there. People might stop in. And I'm okay with that.
Chat's rolling, bro. Start to say hi.
The chat is rolling. We got the Time Prophet. We have the great Culture Casino with $1.49 Doomacorn. We got is it how do you pronounce Seven? There's Sven, the naked Nordic ninja.
It's Seven.
Settle down, Costanza.
I know, right? My favorite Voltron guy was Fien, until they kicked him out after the first episode and put the princess in his goddamn lion. That was messed up.
Yep.
That was messed up.
Yeah. Hey, look, I mean,
Pour one out for Sven.
That's right. Sven's awesome. So thank you, Sven. Sven's been around a lot lately. Appreciate you, man.
One of my OG chat brothers, Michael, Michail, as you would say. His name's Michael Jolin. Fade in. Hello. Bip, bop, beep. That's my brother right there. He is from the great Michail Jolin, or Michael Jolin. Okay.
Yeah.
He is from New Zealand. I'm from America. So the way I pronounce it is correct.
It's not Michael Bolden or Bolton. It's
Michael Bolton.
That's for you doing Office Space right now.
Yeah.
I can't think of a Michael.
You can just call me Mike.
Right,
you can just call me Mike.
I can't think of a Michael Bolton song. Come on, sing one.
Do my Kiwi accent there. Hi, Michael Jolin. How you doing there, bud? Yeah.
Don't call them Kiwis, dude. Don't call them Kiwis. They're from New Zealand.
I didn't say Kiwi there, bud. It's me, Taika Waititi. What you doing there, fella? Hey, look, I'll ruin your mythos in a minute. You don't know what you want because I haven't given it to you yet. Now go watch Jojo Rabbit. It's a great flick.
It is a good flick, though. Let me ask Michael Jolin real quick. Are you guys allowed to have guns? Does New Zealand have guns and Australia doesn't? Because if that's true, it's so close. Just show them who's boss. I was joking. That's a joke, YouTube. That's a joke. So let's see who else is up there. We got Curtis D of Montana, the most jacked guy on YouTube. The dude is monster. We got Machini 90. We got, who else do we have? We have 7J Diva. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Ready for an interesting live stream. It's always interesting. No, I didn't say it's good, but it's interesting. Joachim Stark, one of my favorite people, one of my favorite names. Runner. What's up, Runner? How are you, buddy?
Yeah,
Bone is in. Yeah, Runner's great. Bone. Soul Assassin is here. Let's see who else. Anybody else? Because my computer sucks so much I can't keep up.
Mama Bear.
Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Mama Bear.
Mad. Yeah. 7JC Diva. We the amazing Tina Bojan is here. Hi, Tina.
Yeah.
Tina supports everybody. Appreciate that.
Tina, Deviant Porgs here. Tina says Scott gives everyone a nickname, thus Tina Infinity. That is true. She is Tina Infinity. We're gonna start this bad boy up. So I put a couple articles in our private chat. I think we should start with the Muppets.
Oh
yes, the BBC article. So
are you pulling that culture?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
You got a culture?
I'm gonna whip it out. Just give me a second here.
All right, buddy. That's what I like to hear.
While Culture's whipping it out, I'm going to talk about Bone. Honestly, I see Bone pop up in the chat, and it's like every time I see his name pop up, the first thing that comes to my head is that fucking Bone Thugs and Harmony song Crossroads, just being where it's like Bone, 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 Bone.
Uncle Charlie.
Yep.
Uncle Charlie.
Yeah, I was like, you need to make a bumper for him so when he shows up in the chat, you're like, oh, Bone's here, and hit the bone, 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 just bam.
That would be dope. Hit it. Update everyone, and hello, the Beekeeper Boomer. I love that name. That's great. So, update for my channel. Estimated date of arrival for the new computer setup is Friday. Okay, so I am hoping by Saturday I actually have everything up and running. Really worried about the cables or the cable internet I went with this last month, but we'll see how it goes. It'll be awesome. All right, let's see what we have. So hopefully, guys, on Saturday I might do even a dry run Friday. So keep your eyes out for a stream. Who?
Oh, nothing. I'm just saying hi to people. Curtis D said, "Hey." I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Curtis D?"
Man.
Dude, we got people here, man. It's gonna be fun. All right,
I love our people.
All right. The Muppet Show. Disney adds content warning over negative stereotypes. I wonder what they're referring to. This article is from the BBC, so we know how this is going to go. Disney Plus has added a content warning to the beginning of 18 episodes of The Muppet Show. 18. There's only 5 seasons, I think, of the show. But anyway, this program...
The Muppet Show, there's only 5 seasons?
Yeah, unless you count what Disney did with it. That disaster.
Like their Office brand of one. It was like the Office
really,
or something.
It was terrible.
Terrible. Oh, it was terrible.
It was terrible.
Oh, could I just answer this real quick? Deviant Porg, I went the smart route and took Culture Casino's advice and bought they built it for me. The company I got it from, they built it, they burned it, they tested it for like 2 weeks. They tested it to make sure it would, stand up. So when it comes in, it's just plug and play, baby. Plug and play.
He also doesn't have to worry about the liquid cooling system that was installed. So it's installed properly.
I would never be able to do that.
Anyway. This program includes negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or cultures, it reads. Well, that's every piece of comedy ever done in the history of life, but whatever. These stereotypes were wrong then and are wrong now. This disclaimer has been added to each of these episodes for different reasons, including one where Johnny Cash sings in front of the Confederate flag. The Confederacy was a group of southern states that fought to keep slavery. That's the word. Slavery during the U.S. Civil War, and the flag is seen as a symbol of racism by many. Well, it's a signal of the Confederacy, but
yes,
not racism per se. But hey, whatever.
No, but we do understand that some people see that flag and that's what they think, and I understand that completely. But I do believe that some people believe it as it's their heritage, and I get that. It's a flag that depicts. They didn't want to put up with the Union, Lincoln and the Union telling them what to do in their own states, and they took. They succeeded. I'm a Yankee, so we won. So where I stand.
I can't defend. I will never. You guys know me, how strong I am when it comes to slavery.
Hell yeah.
I fight it constantly in every way that I can. I try to bring it to the forefront because it still exists to this very day in 167 countries. The numbers of slaves, that it's just ridiculous. And people aren't familiar with history. They are not familiar with human trafficking. They aren't familiar with what their very government and the corporate entities that they support are doing on a day-to-day basis. And that, so. When somebody wants to talk about it, I mean, it was essentially a statement of the South at the time, saying, essentially, we have states' rights. It's codified in a document called the Constitution, and we are using these business practices because, again, it came down to financials down in the South in order to generate all of this commerce, right? So that's what was going on, and that was largely why they wanted to retain the current and vile system that they had down there, right? And so that's how we ended up in a dispute. It was actually a financial dispute. It wasn't at the time. Despite people's depictions of Lincoln and other politicians at the time, it wasn't as necessarily driven by the humanity of it all. It was driven by finances. So, but anyway.
And another really quick thing, because everybody talks down about the founding fathers, they left it for future generations to deal with it, because they knew if they tried to fight the slavery issue, the Constitution would never have been created. The states would never have come together, but they left it so that you could abolish it later down the road. So all these people that, try to put, I don't know, Washington and Jefferson and those guys in a box, you're wrong. They wanted to get rid of it, but they were also tied into it because of the crops and the states they were in. They were in a catch-22. I mean, Lincoln freed all his slaves on the death of his wife, and on his death, freed the slave that was really one of his best friends and his, companion. So learn your history. It's important.
Well, yeah, and that's one of the neat things about being on streams with Lorena Creole on Sunday, because on the Welcome to Florida stream, we do a history lesson pretty much every time. She brings incredible information and facts because of how connected she is with pretty much the founding of our country and even beyond the beginning of that. I mean,
her family's been here for a very long time.
And yeah, when you look at it, and you listen to her talking about it, I mean, she brings real understanding. So, Curtis D, that's a lot of people believe the same as you. I cast no dispersions in anyone's direction. It's just that was a period of time in our history, which is why I like to not get anybody on the wrong idea.
Right.
If you want to talk about aberrant, slavery's aberrant behavior,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, we should reserve special words, $15 college words for actual things, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
I was about to bust out my thesaurus and see what you really meant. Okay. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. I already read that. Disney's disclaimer added, rather than remove this content, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact, learn from it, and spark conversation to create a more inclusive future together. The advisory note comes after several months of revisionism around films and TV programs, which could be considered offensive by the standards of today. Wow, you're dumb. The reassessment of old content was prompted by the, bacon liver mayo protest last summer, and has sparked debate around programs and films ranging from Faulty Towers and Gone with the Wind to Little Britain and Bo Selecta. What's up, Kai? Anybody else on board with this?
No, it's ridiculous, dude.
All right,
It's just signaling once again.
What? Why do they have? I mean, like the Muppets of all things. Like the Muppets. Like I'm sorry, but Jim Henson created the Muppets for like children. It's like pure wholesome entertainment, man. It has some adult subtext to it, but it was nothing meant to be like lascivious or none of that hidden stuff.
He's a hippie.
Yeah. It was the same thing with like Fraggle Rock. For those of us who are cultured, Fraggle Rock. I'm waiting for him to come after that because the Fraggles oppressed the Doozers.
They really did.
The Doozers did all the work building their infrastructure, and the Fraggles would just come along and eat it, destroy it.
But don't forget, they actually had an episode where they stopped eating their stuff, and it ruined the culture. Like they were a symbiotic culture.
Mm-hmm.
They needed them to eat it so they can keep building, which was their purpose.
Yeah. So without that,
I remember my Fraggle Rock.
Nice.
Yeah, and you know what? If you use that argument and you were Joe Biden right now, that would try to explain why he's okay with whatever China's doing to the Uyghurs. But anyway,
that'll be up later.
Entirely the wrong way. I'm sorry.
That's the next article.
Oh, great. The 18 episodes of The Muppet Show with the warning have been picked out from 5 series of Jim Henson's series. Well, that's a weird way to word that. Anyway,
wow.
It was a big hit in the 1970s and 1980s and starred Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. Aside from Cash, other guest hosts of the episodes in question include Steve Martin, a Disney piece of royalty. That's messed up. Cleo Lane, Spike Milligan, Debbie Harry.
I know, right? Classic.
Kenny Rogers, kids. Kenny Rogers.
What, the Gambler?
The Gambler. Pre-facial, whatever he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, according to the LA Times, the warning refers to negative depictions of people from other cultures, including Native Americans and those from the Middle East. The publication also notes that 2 episodes from the final season are left out entirely. One featured Chris Langham, who was a writer on the show and stepped in to host after a celebrity guest pulled out. Well, hey, you know what? Sometimes your pull-out game's pretty good. That's right. The actor who went on to star in Armando Iannucci's The Thick of It was sentenced to 10 months in prison in 2007 for downloading indecent videos of children from the internet. Well, yeah, that's a terrible thing. So, that one makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that on a kid's show.
I can agree with that. Absolutely.
Here's the problem. You're erasing history. However, another episode starring guest host Brooke Shields is absent from Disney Plus for different reasons. Music rights. Ooh. Several songs have also had to be edited out of other episodes because of copyright and licensing issues. Disclaimer warnings have previously been added to Disney films such as Aladdin, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, The Jungle Book, The Aristocats, and Dumbo, the Flying Elephant. The Disney Stories Matter website offers several of the films above as examples of films they feel require a disclaimer and the reasons why, but there is no reference to the Muppets as of yet.
I like what Eastland Burkholder puts here. Muppets can disagree with each other and still be friends. Sometimes a character says something in error and is corrected gently with facts. With facts, people. Muppets is not all about groupthink and slogans, and it's the truth. I mean, one of the greatest songs of my childhood, and I literally think is one of the greatest songs of all time, is when, Kermit's why are there so many songs about rainbows? I mean, he's talking about, just getting through to the other side of life, being one with people. It's not easy being green. That was actually the other song I was thinking about.
The other side.
Yes,
rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide.
So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
You need to put, that needs to be Steven. In the bathroom.
I'll work on that.
That needs to be Steven. Curtis D says, to my friends here, I live my life every day. I wake up and I try to be the best human I can be. I am a human. I make mistakes. I fall down. I learn from my mistakes. I pick myself up and learn from them. And look, we all fall down. We all have tough spans in our life. What I love about this community is that for the most part, this community looks out for one another, tries to support one another. Yes, we have had moments. Don't even get me started with the stupid stuff between TV Star Wars fans and the EU. I still don't understand why that happened, but I could still be friends with people on both sides of that. And I hope they could be friends too, because this community, we have enough people from the outside trying to cancel us, trying to destroy people's reputations. I mean, we have channels like people like Gary and Doomcock that have been good to someone like me, that take attacks. Yes, they get attacked for nothing more than speaking their mind. And we're going to talk about Steven Crowder in a little bit. Yeah, go ahead, please. Oh,
hi, Steve.
Who?
I was just saying hi to Steve. Steve showed up. What's up, Steve?
Yeah, Steve is here. We need to support one another and make sure when you're wrong to admit it. Like those life lessons, you got to know you're wrong sometimes and be man enough or woman enough or Z enough to say, I made a mistake. That's all I'm trying to get through. Because if we're not looking out for one another, we can't be looking for. You can't defend from the inside. We gotta be able to defend from these people, these blue check marks and these wackadoos that are attacking people and trying to ruin their lives.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, Henson was one of the inspirations for some of my early stuff that I did in things I did.
Yeah.
I have to be careful.
Yeah, I know. But we've talked about that, and that's interesting because that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, he not only that, I mean, he was a hippie. He was brilliant. I mean, think of his creations, and his creature shop still makes amazing stuff today. I mean, I don't know. Every single time he taught you a lesson, it was something that was easy to accept. You weren't getting a lecture. It was real storytelling. A lot of people are like, well, it's an allegory for this, that, or the other thing. Well, you know what? It's a story. The stories often have morals. Morals are important. You want to know, what did I learn from this? You want at the end of that, you want to be able to have the conversation, especially if it's with a young person. You see to me, this is what this means. You want to know what their you see to me is. Again, conversation is important. Discourse in the right way, in a civil manner, is incredibly important. Anyway,
it's
sorry.
important.
So.
No, you're absolutely right. Discourse is more than important, at least in the country that I live in and that you guys live in. In America, discourse is part of our heritage. That's it right there. What do you think, Etep?
What about the importance?
Just anything.
The importance of our discourse here.
The importance of like the stupidity first of having to put trigger warnings on the freaking Muppets,
I mean,
man.
it's just another slippery step down the hill of, you know, the falling apart of the fabric of our culture. It really is. I mean, I'm
good. My shirt's good.
No, not the sexy guy underneath me.
Is it cotton?
The culture overall. It's a cotton poly blend, but thank you. No, no, I do. I see this as just it weakens more than it, you know, it doesn't do any. This doesn't serve a positive. You know, putting trigger warnings on the fucking Muppets. The Muppets. I mean, because of I'm okay. I'm sorry. I know the context of the Confederate flag. I know that. I have friends that are from the South that fly that flag, and I'm still friends with them because I know that they don't have hate in their heart, and that's not why they have it. You know, some people might disagree with that. I believe in freedom of speech. I understand freedom of, or you know, the result of the consequences of that. But there's nuance and subtlety to everything, and I think we've lost sight of the fact that there is nuance in things, and there are subtleties, and you have to be able to read between the lines. You know, not everything is black and white. There's a gray area in every instance and circumstance of choice. So that's we have to understand that, and it's, you know, it's just like we need a big dose of common sense in this country, and it's lacking severely now more than ever.
It is. And I have one question: why isn't Enter the Unfamiliar Nether Regions guy in here?
I actually just typed that. I asked if he wanted a link because he rarely comes on my shows because he's threatened by my my masculinity, my baldness, and you know, my just general over 1,000.
It's your toxicity.
Well, it's your Guatemalanness.
Where's Paulie when I need him? Yeah, come on in.
Don't tell him he's on the show later. Culture.
Oh, good bastards.
Paulie.
We are stronger. I love Paulie. Paulie could do whatever he wants in my book. We are stronger when we stand together. Just because I might not agree with you, I will respect you as long as you do not try to take my freedom from me. And am I making sense? Complete sense. I've been reading what Eastland Burkholder has been putting to teaching to others with respect for that person. When respect is missing, the noble purpose is fraudulent, and that's true.
And that's why I go out of my way, and many of us here, you know, that many of the people I'm with on a regular basis go out of the way not to call you directly a name if we disagree with you, because we try to avoid the ad hominem attacks. We can say that your idea is idiotic, but it's hard for me to go out of my way to say you're an idiot. I try not to do that. I want to make sure that it's like, okay, this is an idiotic idea. You're being silly. You know, and when somebody calls you saying you're being stupid, they're not saying you're stupid. They're saying you're being stupid. That's different. Again, nuanced conversation. Most people lose it because reading comprehension isn't at a premium. Critical thinking is being discouraged actively right now, which I have a problem with. But hey, we got more to talk about, and I don't want to. I always feel like I take us off on a road that nobody wants to travel.
I'm fine with that, buddy. Is there anything else important in this article?
No. Muppets are awesome, and this is silly.
This is stupid. Yeah. All right, let's get to the next one before you guys have to leave. Let's see. Hold on. Which one is it? It is we could do not the Star Wars one. I'm sick of Star Wars at the moment.
Wars talking about Star Wars. Well, I have the second one ready to go.
All right, go for it then. All right, here we go.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same window. So let me make it happen, dude. Let me make it happen.
Make it happen. Make it happen, Captain.
Make it happen.
I'm waiting. Okay, the reason I put this up is because I am a big Harry Potter fan. Second, I'm waiting for because of this article, this guy to get canceled. So proceed.
Yeah. All right, well, here we go. I guess I'll read this.
Yeah, that's what I meant by proceed. I'm sorry.
No. Well, no, you know me. I've got a lot of screens going here. I'm trying to make things happen. Hogwarts Legacy lead designer used to run anti-social justice YouTube channel. So here we go.
Doxing, I feel like.
Yeah.
Or gaslighting. What's the difference? Could someone tell me the difference between gaslighting and doxing?
Gaslighting is purposely lying to somebody over a period of time. It's basically like, I don't know, culture. Would you say it's almost like a form of Pavlovian conditioning, in a manner of speaking?
Yeah, it's probably a good way to describe. Yeah,
so same lie over and over again.
Oh, yeah. It's the idea is to either intentionally make someone crazy or absolutely wear them down over time with your rhetoric. But there are other descriptions for it that are probably more apropos. You just. This happens all the time, and it includes being cast in a negative light over and over and over again, like you, Scott.
Yeah, I am always. That's messed up. I've been gaslighted by you people for fucking months. All right, go on.
Okay, here we go. Troy Leavitt. Or Levitt, I'll say Levitt. Let's say Levitt is a lead designer at Warner Brothers development studio Avalanche Software, currently working on the controversial Harry Potter game Hogwarts Legacy. Why would the game be controversial?
Why is it? Why is it?
It's about a movie channel. A movie. It's about a movie franchise. It's about a book franchise. It's about kids learning to deal with magic and other complex things that happen along with, growing up. It's a coming of age story, but it doesn't have sex in it. So, hey, anyway. He also ran a reactionary YouTube channel focused on attacking feminism and social justice for over a year. Well, hey, I do that all the time. What do you, Scott? Hey, Ethan, is that your jam?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Here's another description. Thank you, Eastland Buckholder. Gaslighting is telling someone you are being kind when you are not. That's also true. Trying to change their perceptions of reality. Also true. Yeah. It comes in various forms. It's all equally repugnant behavior, driving somebody to, what you think they should be, what you're trying to craft them. Make the big lie, make it simple, keep saying it, and eventually they'll believe it. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I will. I have a nice mustache. I will never have a weird one that looks like, two sneeze marks. Anyway, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
This information was first provided by Did You Know Gaming contributor Liam Robertson, who highlighted the channel Friday evening on Twitter. Well, highlighted it? No, we absolutely, called it out, probably would be my guess. An accompanying screenshot shows a small portion of Levitt's YouTube channel with video titles such as The Injustice of Social Justice. Seems like a good title. We should start using that on every single one of our thumbnails, guys.
I like that.
In praise of cultural appropriation. Also an excellent title, right? And are thought crimes becoming real? Also an appropriate thumbnail. My gosh, this guy is making my thumbnails for me at this point. This is great. The latter, a reference to George Orwell's dystopian sci-fi novel 1984, which apparently is now the playbook. They're running it right now. Right-wing commentators often use the book's authoritarian Big Brother government as a comparison point in their criticism, which seems pretty telling and accurate. And when you're over the target, they whine the most. Likening the fictional surveillance state to real-world equality movements. Also true. Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Hello.
No, man, you're doing great, Curtis D. Yeah, and we all feel
vent, brother.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yep.
Among Levitt's other videos are lengthy defenses of both John Lasseter, which I have adamantly defended many times, the Pixar co-founder who left his position at Disney in 2017 after allegations of sexual misconduct. He had lingering hugs on people a couple of times.
I hate when people linger hugs.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. You were uncomfortable being hugged that long or hugged at all. You simply tell somebody that, right? Anyway,
you know what? There's a guy named, we'll just say hypothetically, his name is Bojan, and he's a big time hugger and sniffer of people, and because he has the right think.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
gonna give away a T-shirt idea that I haven't had time to create. Don't sniff on me. It's a flag T-shirt. Yeah. I was gonna put a
yellow one. That would be dope.
With Joe sniffing it. Right?
Yeah.
Some other symbolism probably makes some people comfortable, but anyway, I haven't had time to create it yet. So if you guys want to make that shirt, go for it. Anyway,
and real quick, what is the name of this guy's YouTube channel? Did it say it?
Yeah, I think it was. It didn't say specifically. Maybe it does later in the story. Oh yeah, it just as his name. Troy.
Yeah, the way I see it is this guy doesn't want to give him any new fans, so
whatever. Well, he did. He just, if he took a screen grab up screen. I'm talking like you, Scott. Anyway, the Troy LeaveIt is actually the name of his channel. So because it's screenshot here at the bottom, we'll get there. In fact, I need to roll this article the same time I'm rolling the one I'm reading. So sorry, guys.
Okay, I've been wondering that. I thought it was just my computer.
No, I am amazed. I am amazingly inept at the moment. So
it's fine. That's my life.
All right. Okay. Well, otherwise I'm looking in the wrong screen is the problem. I have it up over here to share, but that's so I can keep track of everything. But anyway, I like the chat over here too. But anyway, okay. So, oh, and Nolan Bushnell, the Atari co-founder who Kotaku's reporting found to have fostered a toxic work environment for women. When? In some of his videos, LeaveIt expressed support for Gamergate. Well, a lot of us have. A movement that fostered harassment against women and other minorities in the gaming industry.
That's not true.
No, it
is so not true.
No, and criticized Anita Sarkeesian's tropes versus women. Yes, we did. She's still wrong. She is the ultimate grifter, kids.
I was just going to say
that. As an uninformed fringe position. Also true. Considering she never played any of the game. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to redo Gamergate, guys. You ain't going to get me to do it.
I hear you on that.
My Owen Casino is off. Time Profit. Is that true? That's probably true. Oh yeah, it's because we're minimized right now. I don't care. Blah 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 blah. Oh, LeaveIt discussed his opinions on Gamergate in depth during a 2017 interview, saying Gamergate, while painful at times, on the whole, proved to be a good thing. Really? Interesting. Even did respond to Kotaku's multiple requests for comment in time for publication. Yeah, we tried to reach him between 2:15 in the morning and 3:15 in the morning about 40 times, and he wouldn't answer the phone.
Exactly. And you know what? Even if we got it, we probably would have chopped up what he said and just really made him look bad.
Kotaku and I like trash. They're part of Go Media, so
they really are. Eastland Burkholder says, I do not like sporks, and yet I listen and sometimes comment here. Yeah, we do not have to all group think. Exactly.
No. And and that's, I'm
so against group think. I love individuals.
Anyway, so as I scroll on, this is the guy's channel, right? That's his channel.
I can't read it. Okay, so it's just his name.
Yeah.
Right? Troy LeaveIt.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, guys, make sure to check that out.
Yeah. A veteran developer, LeaveIt, got his start as a consultant on games like 1996's Twisted Metal 2 and 1997's Jet Moto 2, eventually moving on to a long stint at Disney. He contributed to a variety of licensed games and directed several Disney Infinity expansions before leaving the company in July 2016. LeaveIt published his first video to his YouTube channel on September 2016, sharing a steady stream of content until his last upload in May 2018. It's since accrued over 24,000 subscribers, good for him, and 2 million total views, also good for him.
Way better than me.
While the channel hasn't been active recently, well, clearly not. 2018 was a long time ago, kids. where was I? Levitt's Twitter profile still links to it. Well, of course, you don't ever look at your profile because you don't have to. Most people don't update their pronouns daily. Alongside his status as Hogwarts Legacy developer, I guess that was I'm sorry, that was included in the whole sentence. I'll say it again. Levitt's Twitter profile still links to it, alongside his status as a Hogwarts Legacy developer. In one video, Levitt claims that he made his employers at Warner Brothers aware of the channel after being hired at Avalanche Software in February 2018, and that they didn't seem too worried about its content. So Warner Brothers didn't care. So shut up, you nerd. All right.
It's Kotaku.
That's what bothers me even more. It's like Warner Brothers didn't even care, but this guy had to he wants to force it so that they do care. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. So some of you have expressed that due to my commentary on some game industry controversies and my sympathies for the Gamergate movement, that I might have a difficult time, and should I ever want to return to professional game develop, Levitt said. I'm happy to say that even though I disclosed my YouTube channel at WB Games, it didn't appear to be an issue for them. Not that they endorse anything that I've said, of course, but that at least they seem more concerned with making good games than with pushing some kind of social justice agenda. So there is hope. Warner Brothers declined to comment when contacted by Kotaku, of course. Again, 2:15 to 3:15 in the morning, for a statement on Levitt's views and involvement with Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy has already drawn concern from fans. Not fans. Already drawn concerns from fans. That still bothers me. Why does that bother me?
Because it's not from fans.
Yeah, due to controversy around its source material. J.K. Rowling first established the Harry Potter universe, a multimedia franchise known today as The Wizarding World, with her 1997 debut novel, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. The series has since gone on to spawn several more books. Yes, 6 other, feature film adaptations, spin-offs, extensive merchandising, and even a stage play, making Rowling a multi-millionaire in the process. Yeah, she was on target to be the first billionaire book person.
Yep.
Anyway, on the back of this notoriety, the British author has waged a tireless campaign. Oh, God, these people are such liars. Against transgender rights, which in turn caused both the developers at Avalanche Software and players looking forward to the Hogwarts Legacy to express concern over her potential involvement with the game. She will be involved with the game. She's heavily involved in the theme parks with Warner Brothers. She would not let Universal build those theme park elements without her hand-holding the people at Comcast Universal's hand the entire way. I bet how
amazing of a job has she done?
Yeah, amazing.
This is her world, people. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I'm wearing my Gryffindor hat. I didn't even mean this. I'm wearing my Gryffindor hat right now. I love Harry Potter. I don't care what anybody says. I think the books were fun. They're light. They start off light for younger kids and they grow into a darker theme, but still could be read by younger kids to get them into reading, to enjoy reading. They're fun read. The books are so much better than the movies, but yet the movies were really good. They just left out some really good stuff and had some cringe moments, whatever.
Well, you also have to consider that the book 5 would have been a 4.5 to 5.5 hour movie if they'd have left everything in. So.
Yeah, well, book 4 could have been. They left out a lot in Goblet of Fire, which really bothered me. They left out. You're right there where the Quidditch Cup's about to start. They don't even show you any of the game. Come on. No golden. The Leprechaun Golden Fire or whatever it is. Come on, people.
Goblet of
Damn
Fire.
it.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the first Harry Potter movie. I've never seen I haven't seen any of the other ones. I remember watching the very first one, but I haven't seen the other ones.
Yeah. If you have kids that are around 8-9 years old, it's a great series to start with them. Maybe start one a year even, so they can grow up with it. Because a lot of kids did. I I enjoyed the movies. And then one summer I was working away from home, 12-hour days. And I didn't have a lot to do. So I read it. I read the series in about a month and a half, which I am not a strong reader. It's just a fun series, man.
Okay.
It's a good series about friendship and love and acceptance. And now they try to turn this woman into a hater, and it just bothers the hell out of me.
I've kind of been following the story because, I'm aware of how big of a deal J.K. Rowling is, and that, this is her world. My sisters are both huge Harry Potter. They're huge Harry Potter fans. So I know they've read the books, and she's, that's what they both said. The books are better than the movies. But I don't understand how they're, like retroactive. I was like, why are they going? I don't understand why they're attacking her. It doesn't, I don't know.
Because she's on top.
Yeah.
It's because she's on top, and she didn't bend the knee. She made a comment and she backed it up. And because she doesn't agree with what other people think, well, then it's time to cancel her. Even though she's the one that made Dumbledore gay. She's the one that has been backing, the LGBT community for a very long time.
Yep.
It's just she had some issues. And instead of allowing her, to explain herself, they just try to destroy her and step on her, and she just wasn't having it.
Ugh. That's that's.
And I know you guys got to get going.
Yeah,
I know. So any final words on this one?
I think it's ridiculous. This whole situation is stupid, and it seems like basically it's what borderline slander is what they're trying to accuse her of, being like against transgender rights, like, which is saying she's against human rights, which I don't think she is at all. I never would get that impression from seeing any interviews.
Well, I don't want to misspeak because I might be forgetting it, but it's about more or less younger people becoming transgenders and decisions like that. But I might have to do a video on it again. I did one on it a long time ago. What were you going to say? I'm sorry, Culture.
No, and Steve just called it out. It's a hit piece. I mean, she's restated her position on it multiple times. She could not have been more clear. Heck, she's a writer. I think she's pretty clear when she states things. So these people, again, it comes down. This is an example of the garbage that you're going to get out of these people that are going to tell you a lie a million times. They're going to tell you a lie a million times. So everybody thinks it's true. And we've had political campaigns operate in the very same manner. And all of the people that supported political candidates do the same thing. I'm tired of it. And that's why I like to call it out. I mean, Kotaku's garbage tier. We all know that. Almost everything coming out of Go Media is garbage tier. I mean, these are the people that make freaking Jezebel, right? Which we laughed at the other day. It's just they have a bunch of brands, and Machini 90 can attest to the fact that all their brands are laughable, and it is what it is. And you have to remember, she was in complete poverty when she started writing those books.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to say this wrong. Is it a council estate? Is that right? Where she was living.
Yeah, it was. I think it was state subsidized living.
I think they call it council estate. I'm not sure, but anyway. Again, it's British. I don't know much. So libel, slander, defamation, Gina Carano, everybody. That's right, Larry. You're right on top of it, my man.
Yeah.
Shane,
Larry's on point.
Council estate is correct. Thank you, Time Prophet. I thought so. So anyway, this article was trash. Thank you for letting me read it again, Scott.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Suffering.
You're always welcome.
More than a few times a week.
Yep. So I'm going to be closing this out soon because you guys have your show. And my computer's just crap right now. So once again, guys, thank you to my members and super chats and super stickers. Everybody who has ever even given me a penny on this. My new computer comes in on Friday, and hopefully the computer's the bomb. I mean, this thing is awesome. I'm just a little worried about the internet, but we'll see. It'll definitely be better than this. So I appreciate everyone.
You will overall be better. I'm going to tell you, because you will not have anything that's a resource hog. Your machine will handle everything. It'll just be it'll just be the pipeline that's the limiting factor. So
it's also made to plug in to the modem router. It's made to plug right in. This isn't. What I use right now, I have to use an adapter, so it sucks.
Also kills your resources, but Anyway, well, I'm gonna say that ETEP and I are gonna step off. Scott, it was great.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
I really wish we got more folks on here, but
I kind of like these smaller panels, though. I might start keeping it to 6 or less.
Yeah, well,
unless we're having a fun night. You know how it is. I want to be able to talk.
Yeah. Well, and me too. All right, guys. Well, take care. I will.
He me too'd.
Yeah, it's all right. What do you want me to do?
You heard it here first, people. You heard it here first.
You guys have a great night. Everybody in the chat, you guys were awesome. I love hanging out.
Thank you, guys.
Hanging out with you guys.
This is going to be over soon. ETEP, make sure that your links in the chat.
Throw that in there.
And when I'm done, everybody will send you over there. And then after yours, we can send everybody to Mary, and it'll be a nice night.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it. I'll drop my link in on my way out the door. I will see you guys on the flip side.
Bye,
Love you guys. Later.
Love you, man.
All right. So now it is just I never do these by myself, but that's fine, because I just wanted to talk about one more thing, guys. And it is a Tim Pool. Well, it's not about Tim Pool, but Tim broke it last night on Twitter. So let me just get this really quick. It's about Steven Crowder. I am a huge Steven Crowder fan. Judge me if you like. I'm a Mug Club member. I think he's hilarious. I think he's smart. I think he's devoted to what he does. And if anybody knows him, I totally intern on your show. So hold on one second while this loads. And if it loads, God, please load. Screw it. We'll just talk. RoboSport's coming up. So we're just going to talk. All right. So Steven Crowder, back up a second. YouTube allows you to say that fraudulent voting can happen. Fraudulent voting has happened. It also has happened in this last election, but it did not affect the outcome of the election. You cannot say it affected the outcome of the election, or you can lose your channel over that. Saying that, yes, Time Profit. I know I went robotic. So on one of Good Morning Mug Club, which is Steven Crowder's morning show, 10 a.m. on YouTube every day, Monday through Thursday, he legally got registered voters that voted in Nevada and in Michigan, got their addresses and names, and he had people go out and look at these residences where these people lived. Most of them were empty lots on the road, a medium. Some were factories, but mostly they were empty lots, showing that these people that voted were fraudulent votes, and that there was definitely 100%. There was some fraud that happened during this last election. YouTube didn't take down his content, which I applaud YouTube for. He posted the link to that live stream on Twitter, and Twitter suspended his account. Twitter suspended his account, even though you're allowed to speak the truth. They tell us on Twitter that if you can prove what you're saying is correct, Twitter's not supposed to affect what you say. If you're not attacking, bullying, saying the wrong things. I guess the wrong thing is the facts, though, because Twitter didn't like that he's proving that there was fraud in this election. They suspended the man's Twitter account. They've done this to a lot of conservatives, but yet there is many, many people on the left that have said things that are not factual, inappropriate, downright abusive, and they're still on Twitter. So what I'm wondering is, what do you guys think? I'm still freezing up, guys. All right. this is my last day with this crappy computer, guys. So thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thank you to everybody. I'm done. Enter the Sporkerz, right? Starting Saturday, I should have my new computer up. Keep an eye out for Friday. I should also have a quick stream with my new computer. Thank you to Tina Bojan, Who Knew, Jack D, and Toxic Man Flu for being Littlefinger members. And this goes out to the rest of you. I'm done with this crap computer. Have a good night, everybody. I hate this computer. I go robotic all the time. Get your name up there. Become a member today.